And we are in the third game for the semi-finals versus U-Boat, aka Kita Gaming. And it's the third game of a best out of 3 series. Both teams have taken one win. TTB being on the dire side this time, stands for the tough bananas, and Epidemic on the radiant side, bending out the Lycan super fast. We saw the Lycan in the previous game was with very solid play and basically got quite a few kills in, so they don't want to face that one again. We see Enigma ban once again coming out from Calculus. They really don't want to face that. They have been banning him out in the first ban phase the whole game so far. So yeah, that's how it stands so far. We're gonna see some more solid ban-outs coming out with Furion not being there. Let's see what else. What else? I'm gonna give myself some extra space on my mouse. Fix. They might be another Chen actually. They did so in the previous games as their second/first bans. But they're gonna go for Beastmaster instead. Beastmaster actually was in all the games also so far, or both games also so far. Was played by, on both occasions, was played by Epidemics. And they played him pretty strongly with an annoying shout. Going through those BKBs. Lone Druid's getting banned.
Dire team banned.
So that leaves, leaves quite a bit still in, I have to say. There's Invoker still in. There's Chen still in. There's Chen's gonna get banned out, so Invoker is gonna be a possible pickup for Kranich here. A lot of opportunities to still do a lot actually. Let's see what they're gonna go for. They're gonna go for Invoker, yeah. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that we haven't seen Tidehunter in any of the games so far, because he is that strong hero. He did manage to get banned once, but otherwise I think he didn't even get banned or nor picked, so that's quite surprising. Windrunner is still in. I mean, yeah, there's still all the heroes in that are normally picked up also. We see the Leshrac. This time Leshrac, however, is on TTB side. They haven't had Leshrac so far. It was always on the Dire side. But with the Leshrac, they were able to get more advantage with the early tower kills. Even though they got the early tower kills regardless on both games, I believe. So Leshrac in their team will help a lot. Windrunner there too. Solid hero to pick up. Nice shackle shots will be coming out hopefully for them, and yeah, some nice pushing power to finish off creep lanes to boot. Last two picks or next two picks incoming for Kranich of Epidemic. Let's see what he's gonna go for. Like I said, Tidehunter is still in. There's still so many. Darkseer is still in, and he has a lot of choice here. He can go either way. Evoker is just a strong mid hero, but he could also be a side lane if he wanted to. He's just he can still go all the way, both ways. They might pick up a Storm Spirit once again. They did so in the previous game. They're gonna go for a Tidehunter and Enchantress. So some pushing power for them too. Enchantress being there with pushing power. Also a forest hero, so we'll give them some extra gold. We're probably gonna see someone that's gonna jungle from TTB too. I hope for their sake, so they can compete with the farm from both teams, all lanes and stuff. And Tidehunter being picked up yet, he wasn't picked up in either games before this, but he is still such a strong team fight hero, and he's just a strong hero. He can fit into almost any lineup, heavy push lineup, late game lineup. Every lineup. Last pick before the bans for the next ban phase for Calculus. Now that Tidehunter is on the Radiant side, they might want to pick up something like Sandkiller or Earthshaker too, just to have covered that team fight and not have the risk of that being banned. Darkseer could be a possible option too. They're gonna actually not go for any of those. They're gonna go for Shadow Demon, probably being played as their support. From the looks so far, we're gonna see a Ricky ban. Super fast ban. Don't want to play versus a Ricky. Might indicate that Anti-Mage is incoming on Epidemic side, because Ricky is a nice counter for him. But we will see if they are actually going to go for that. And Darkseer is going to get banned, even though Darkseer, yeah, he could go with a Tidehunter, but I'm not sure if they would have gone for that. but still, it's a good hero to have, so therefore also a good hero to ban out. They're taking their times for their bans though. Taking into well, still a normal time, but still. Quite a couple of heroes that you would imagine to be banned out earlier already. I think TTB might want to ban out some sport. Ooh, Shadow Shaman ban. We had a Shadow Shaman ban in the previous game. That was actually, I think, or in my opinion, that was a result of them picking up a Storm Spirit, so because they don't want to lane versus that. We might see a Storm Spirit this time too. There, TTB banned out Queen of Pain, so a strong solo lane hero for them. But Storm Spirit is still in the game. It might be picked up here. So for both teams, have quite a bit of disable, I have to say. Enchantress with the slow is not really disable. There's of course the Ravage, which is a lot, and the Cold Snap. But on TTB, they have the disruption, they have the Shackle Shot, they have another stun, so they could chain that pretty smoothly if they wanted to. That's not very good for us, the Storm Spirit actually. So they might not pick up the Storm Spirit in the end. They do want still a solo lane or a mid hero though. They're gonna go for Mirana as the solo lane hero, most likely. They still... Oh... Mirana might actually be farming also with the Tidehunter, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Evoker mid lane, Mirana side lane with the Tidehunter and someone who's not picked yet on the side lane. Sand King is being picked up by Calculus on the Tough Bananas. Good pickup. Like I said earlier already, they would want to go for some team fights, so they have it. They played the Sand King in the previous game, really solid, got some nice kills, got some nice farm, and we're just able to keep that up. For the laning on the dire side, I mean, they have the Windrunner to go solo lane. I think they're gonna go for maybe a solo lane also on the Shadow Demon.
5 seconds remaining.
But I think they're kind of missing a jungle hero. I think if you're playing versus a team of which you know that's gonna be a jungle hero, I mean, Enchantress is pretty obvious that you're probably gonna go jungle. And you might want to have a jungle hero yourself too, because otherwise you'll miss out on some gold that the others will have, and you will give extra experience to someone else on whose lane you're out. Whose lane you're outnumbering them. But we'll see what they're picking up as last pick. But first, the last pick is going to be from Epidemic, and let's see what's that going to be. They're missing a hardcore support, I guess. Actually, a Vengeful Spirit or Crystal Maiden wouldn't be bad at all. Especially a Vengeful Spirit, they could get some stuns in. But I just said it would lane with a Tidehunter. Could be possible with Tidehunter being the one that takes the last hits. But if they rather want something... I was gonna say if they rather want something carry to go with the Tide and Tide supporting, then they would get a ranged carry. But I wasn't expecting a Razor, but it is gonna be a Razor, and we're gonna see how that's gonna work out. He is a strong hero, no doubt about that. He does need quite a bit of farm though. He does need that time on his lane. And let's hope let's hope for Epidemic that Tough Bananas will give him that time.
10 seconds remaining.
But we will find out. Last pick for the Tough Bananas. They go into that bonus time. They do have 1 minute and something left, so it's gonna be just fine for them to tick in that bonus time. I hear Omni Knight from the chat. It's not gonna be an Omni Knight. They want the strong farm hero to it. Just in case it goes late game, they got the Morphling. Yeah, strong hero, able to solo lane also if needed. That does mean that Shadow Demon is gonna be a support hero, which I already said anyway, but still, it's a confirmation. I'm just gonna go over the teams once again. I'm gonna start with Epidemic, where Queenich is playing the Mirana, probably going solo top lane, or with Alphak playing the Tidehunter. Everybody following each other so far. I'm gonna check out the lanes later. So yeah, Alphak playing the Tidehunter, Lasek playing the Enchantress, and TTJDN is playing the Razor. And last but not least, on Team Epidemic, we have to explain the Invoker. We're gonna hopefully see some nice plays from him. In the meantime, everybody of Tough Bananas is moving towards that bottom lane. We see Buller on the Shadow Demon. We saw him on the Shadow Demon in the first game. Also as a support, very strong, nice disruptions, and is able to just make a difference in team fight and save people. That's that's gonna make a huge difference for team fights. I just said that. Okay, never mind. Calculus on the Leshrac, making me think that he will try to get some extra farm, as usually Calculus is the one to take the farm. Belsam is playing the Morphling with Hip Hop Not Pop behind him on the Sand King. And last but not least, it's Ace on the Windrunner, who we've so far only seen playing Invoker, which they were able to get in both first two games. So that's how it stands, and let's see how they're gonna lane this. They're gonna lane this Windrunner solo bottom versus a Invoker. And there's gonna be a little problem for Leshrac, being slowed, being gushed, taking a lot of damage, missing his stun. Disruption is there. There is gonna be a burst strike. Leshrac trying to back off, did manage to pop a salve, and it looks like everybody's just gonna back off again. Razor has a little bit of extra base speed, I guess, so might be able to do some damage extra on Leshrac, but he's the only one actually that follows up. There's going to be another Tangos for Leshrac to eat up, and he will just be able to fall back to his lane. So we see Tidehunter and Razor on a dual lane on the top lane, it seems, with Enchantress going towards the forest. Might even go to the Dire Forest. Yes, she will. Be able to assist on some ganks if they want to go for the Calculus or for Sand King, who's laning together with Calculus and is already double stacking and pulling. And not even double stacking, it's just going to be a stack where Enchantress turns the Alpha Creep around Alpha Wolf to be able to get some last hits with that maybe. Oh. And yeah, we see the Morphling and the Shadow Demon in the middle lane. We saw the Shadow Demon supporting on the middle lane earlier, also in the first game, I believe, and that worked out pretty nicely. So let's see if Morphling is going to have the same good time here versus the Mirana as the first game, where I don't know who was farming anymore. But anyway, let's see if he's going to be able to get some good farm there going on. Oh, I was gonna say, first strike is gonna be on the Wild King. Ooh, and gosh, I don't think they're gonna be able to follow that up though, but they're gonna try anyway. Nope, they're not gonna try. Wild King taking some damage, actually stopping the tornado from being cast. It's a super long cooldown, so that won't be seen for a while. And a tornado is really annoying for, well, to fight against. So it's good that they managed to cancel that out. In the meantime, where Invoker is fighting Windrunner on this middle lane. Let's see how they're doing so far. Invoker, one last hit, not doing that well. There he has two, with Windrunner having 8 for 9. Windrunner having a very good game, getting a lot of last hits in. And we see Invoker going, having Cold Snap and going for Axort and Quas. The same build that was gone in the previous two games by Ace. Gone 4, sorry, even, yeah. Looks like Leshrac and Sand King do manage to pick up some experience, but are having a hard time getting too close in, and they don't want to. It's very understandable too. Visibility run on the Tidehunter. He will be able to get a nice initiation should they do try to overstep their lines, which so far is not going to happen. Oh no, I missed the first blood!
I blow you a kiss.
Windrunner picking off the Invoker. I so didn't expect it to happen because solo lanes usually play very carefully, but it looks like it was a pretty fast kill also. I don't see any cooldowns on anything, so it was just a good chase down. Sorry that I missed that, folks. Didn't mean to. I've been caught out every other last hit. There's gonna be some revenge maybe going on. No. Oh, Cold Snap was there, but just a little bit of harassment. In the meantime, Leshrac managed to kill off the Enchantress on the top lane, managing to barely get out of there alive, using his Edict to help him out. Tornado is there in the meantime, but the Wildskin is not going to be there for much longer, so Sand King will just be fine versus this Tornado. Tornado now goes away, as the Wildskin is being chased down by creeps. Wow. Missed 2 kills already. That's so bad for me. My bad. I shouldn't emphasize my shortcomings. Okay. Was not that bad. So, yeah. Anyway, Razor is farming here on this top lane. Razor having 16 for 1, having a nice time, while Leshrac is fighting for his last hit. Does have 9 for 1, which is quite surprising. We do see some lag, which is on the server side of Dota, as we saw earlier today also. Oh, Mirana taking a little bit of damage from Morphling with his Wii form, able to harass, but Mirana has a bottle, so she's not scared off that easily. Leshrac, what are you gonna do? You might be having some trouble here, because here is Enchantress. Doesn't have her slow available though, but does take a lot of damage. Edict is there, won't be able to do anything anymore. Tidehunter again the last hit, with a nice stun from the Centaur from Enchantress. Maybe no slow, but at least a stun, and of course the tornado was there to do quite a bit of damage also. Actually take a last hit from the Razor. No, Shadow Demon killing off the Invoker had on the meantime. Shadow Demon with the invisibility rune. Wow, I need to wake up. I need to definitely wake up. Wow, sorry. So yeah, Demon Hunter being on the bottom lane with the haste rune got them a kill on the Invoker. Probably was a disruption, a lot of damage, some a power shot through, and would have been the end. In the meantime, this top tower is taking a lot of damage. They don't have her Leshrac this time as they had previous times, but still doing a lot of damage. In the meantime, we see the Centaur stunning the Leshrac just to be able to be annoying a little bit and not get too close for the tower while they damage the tower. They will be able to defend this. The Invoker is in the meantime back on his bottom lane, looking to maybe semi-gank the Windrunner actually. No, it's just gonna take some last hits. And he will be fine. He's standing quite in a dangerous position for a shackle shot though, I have to say. That's might not be the best idea if you don't know where the Shadow Demon is. He was actually not close, but still. It just turned nighttime, losing a lot of vision. Morphling harassing the Mirana once again. It doesn't look like Enchantress is spending a lot of time in the forest, mostly being on the lane. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, taking some of the experience from the Razor, but have to be said that Leshrac and Sand King are both level 4 while Razor's level 5, so they do manage to get on a lot of harass. And this is 2 fake ones, but we're gonna see them make threatening looks anyway. Some damage being done from the Satyr on the Sand King. Some more damage from the Plasma Field. Wonder if they're gonna go in for this. Morphling is a fake still, but he's gonna try to scare them off. There they go. It works, so that's all fine. Let's see. We have Shadow Demon there too. They might be looking to do something here. In the meantime, Mirana and Morphling are happily farming, and it doesn't look like there's gonna be a kill anytime soon with Invoker and Windrunner, but that's what I thought last time too when I missed the first blood. I'm just gonna be here because I think there's gonna be kills sooner here than there. Oh, never mind, I'm just gonna check here. There's gonna be Mirana in a little bit of trouble, getting a lot of damage done, but there's no mana left on Balsam to be able to do anything else than just harass with the right click. Hello, Enchantress. Stun gonna go off, doesn't hit. A bit too long cost time. Leshrac is overextending though, he's gonna be disrupted. Burrow Strike is there. And Leshrac getting away again, using his magic stick. There's not gonna be a stun because there wasn't a follow-up. No kills done. Still a lot of damage, or no kills done yet, because Razor still wants to go for this. Shadow Demon in a lot of trouble, will get right click down. Shadow Razor getting a kill. Stun goes off on 2 this time, on both the Enchantress and the Tidehunter, but doesn't do anything anymore. They did lose the Shadow Demon. And we'll have to back off now. Ooh, I say back off while Calculus gets hit by an arrow and just right click down by Mirana. So it's only Sand King left to back off now. Which he will have to do. Teleport incoming already from Shadow Demon, who wants to still go for something, but he's all alone now, so I wonder if he's going to try to do something or not. And we've just seen Mirana getting a kill, Mirana being 20 for 1, while Morphling is having 46 for 19, so Morphling getting a lot more from the Mirana on this middle lane here. But Mirana has a kill, Morphling hasn't yet, because Morphling is on his way towards the bottom lane with an invisibility rune, so we might see something going on here. And we will see something going on here. The Shrek is probably going to go down. There we go, Morphling getting the last hit with his reform, Invoker trying to get away. is not getting his invisibility off. Does try still to use Cold Snap, but doesn't do anything anymore. Morphling getting a double kill for that. And that's 4 of TTB being on this bottom lane, and I think they want to go for the tower. They're gonna lose a tower probably 2 though on the top lane. There's only 900 HP left, where Shadow Demon has to run for his life, disrupting himself to make some illusions. And Radiant actually will get the last hit rather than Razor. So the creeps, and he will die now. Ooh, there goes the tower on the bottom lane, though, but he did just lose his life. Enchantress being there to help out wasn't really needed anymore. Let's take a look at some of the items in the meantime. We have a Ring of Aquila on the Morphling. We have a... not that much on the Leshrac, not that much yet on the Sand King. It's only 9 minutes in. When I say only, it's... Yeah, we have a Perseverance Ring on Ace. And... let's see what Razor is building, actually, because he's been getting quite a bit of farm. Going for a cloak, so we might see a pipe up on him first to be able to just stay alive and be able to do a lot of damage while he has his ultimate up, and just spam right click, because he will be able to just suck suck damage away from his opponents. So it's not that needed for him to have that much damage at the start. Morana gets an illusion rune in their bottle. It's always nice to have. Aggressive ward is up there from the Dire. And yeah, there's wards up for both teams, so that's quite nice. I'm keeping an eye on it a little bit, because in the previous games we saw some teams sometimes be without wards, and that's something to notice. Ooh, Windrunner getting an arrow. Windrunning away, probably will be able to make it though. Starstorm will hit and does still do a little bit of damage. Illusion will chase, but yeah, she knows that she wouldn't be able to do that. She has a ward after all, so she saw everybody coming in. So then that won't be following up. Oh, I have issue with the mouse. Just have to do this. There we go. Ooh, Enchantress killing off the Sand King on the top lane. Managed to slow him, and yeah, just killing him off. Doing a lot of damage also on Leshrac. Was to use some of his mana to finish off a creep wave, just so the tower won't get damaged. See if they want to go for this again. It looks like Shadow Demon does want to go for this, or at least did before he changed his mind. Enchantress getting some extra kills there. Same as Windrunner, just farming a little bit on this bottom lane. Perseverance is not a usual first item choice for a Windrunner. Wondering what she's gonna go for. It could be a Linkosphere. So Bloodstone would be kind of an odd choice, and Refresher Orb too. It's probably a Linkosphere, actually. Yeah, it is a Windrunner with a Linkosphere. It's fine. There's the Cold Snap that she has that she has to avoid. Other than that, there's not that much hits that she could avoid. Ooh, Morana bottled the haste rune. Did she actually use her illusion rune, or did she just sack it over? Don't know that. Sorry. There's a smoke up on the Dire. Shadow Demon and Sand King and Leshrac moving towards the bottom lane, chasing down the Enchantress and the Razor, who don't want to go towards the tower. So they're gonna just back up and go for them again. I don't think the smoke is still up there. Nope, it's not. Smoke is out. And they don't get a Burrow Strike out. And it actually looks like they're gonna try to get away. Stun goes off on the Razor, and making it unable for them to force to chase them. But it does look like something might happen here. It's gonna be a 4 versus 3 though, if it does happen, because something in the
Dire's structures are
okay,
fortified.
Invoker getting away here from the Windrunner while Windrunner is farming a little bit.
Dire's
And Enchantress gets the last hit on the tower.
Has fallen. Swifter than ever. Radiant's top
Morana
tower is
activates her
under
haste rune, probably going towards the bottom lane, trying to see if she can get the Enchantress. Enchantress, sorry, I mean Windrunner. Windrunner is teleporting out, using the right decision, and Morana doesn't find her anymore. This smoke is not gonna find her anymore. They really wanted that Windrunner, really did. Razor's getting more and more farm though. He has his hood complete now. Oh, take a look at the gold graph. Almost forgot that. 5k advantage. 5k, sorry, 500 gold advantage for TTB, who did have 5k before. That was probably after tower. But now there's a tower gone. They miss one tower kill. Ooh, Mirana getting down, Mirana getting killed off by the Windrunner, by the power shot, and the edict, and the sun was there. So everything came together. And they will be able to push this tower, even though the edict will be on cooldown for a little bit. But who needs edict? Right clicks are just enough. And Sand King getting killed off by the Razor on the top lane in the meantime. Or, sorry, Razor killing off the Sand King. Yeah, that was a burst strike. It was just nice teamwork, I would imagine, with the 2 versus 1. Tower is gonna go down on the middle lane. I'm gonna have to just move this one away from here because it was being annoying with my mouse. And, yeah, everybody of Epidemic is moving in to defend something, to defend maybe their towers, because their towers are gonna go down very fast. Morphling getting the tower, they're gonna money of that tower. Morphling was probably also going for a Lincoln Spear, having his Perseverance ready. And yeah, the defense is there, but it's not really needed anymore because it looks like TTB wants to back off, and they're going to be able to do so. The Radiant see that though, they have a tornado, so they have vision. Power of the tornado is, apart from a lot of damage early game, it's a lot of vision also. Ooh, the Shrek getting found by the Wildkin. Will be just fine to back off. Might want to go for this Mirana. No, he's gonna... Oh, arrow hits on the Shadow Demon. The stun goes off on the Mirana after the disruption is out. And Tidehunter gets purged, slowed by a lot. Burrow Strike is off, getting killed by the Shadow Demon's Shadow Poison and the grip afterwards. It's called grip. No, just Shadow... Oh, it was actually not Shadow Poison, because he doesn't have that at all, so... Anyway. Doesn't matter, there's gonna be a tornado, there's gonna be an EMP from the Invoker. This Razor is taking a lot of damage though. Burst Strike is there, ultimate is up, but I don't think he's gonna be able to make that. Adaptive Strike still tries to go for something, but doesn't work anymore. Invoker is gonna be on the run, taking a lot of damage also from the weave. And there's the Burrow Strike finishing him off. Razor tries to do something still, but is not able to do so. Morphling being on the run. Chandra is thinking about going afterwards. No. So a semi-fight definitely in favor of the Tough Bananas. We're gonna see, yes, look at that gold graph dipping back to 4k advantage again for the Tough Bananas instantly. That's 2 tower kills and of course the 4 kills that they were able to take, making that gold difference spiking up again. And making the gold difference also, making gold coming into Morphling's pocket, having an ultimate orb now. Only needs the recipe for the Lincoln Sphere. In the meantime, Razor does have his pipe complete though. He has the gold, there we go, recipe is bought. So he will be able to stay alive a lot longer and actually help his teammates to stay alive longer also. Especially with the Edict ticking on and maybe a Morphling wave through Epicenter. Epicenter won't be as effective anymore. Quite a shame for the Sand King. Leshrac being forced off his lane by Invoker's Cold Snap. Is staying though. Might think about going for this. I don't know if he should though. Razor's gonna be there. Oh, Calculus, what are you doing? He's gonna teleport out. He knows that they don't have a stun. He knows that they don't have a Cold Snap anymore. So we'll TP out. That was the only decision he could make. He didn't know Razor was there, of course, otherwise he would never have gone in there. And yeah, that Edict doing a lot less damage on Razor now too, with the pipe up. It looks like Invoker is almost finished with his Drums of Endurance. Morphling is just happily farming the forest a little bit. And yeah, 5k gold advantage. This is a nice curve. I think like Shrek is looking to go for Roshan, but he's the only one so far that's joining there. Gonna be a ward up for Buller, but the visibility ward doesn't spot out the observer ward, sentry ward. Sun goes off on the Roshan, and they're gonna go for Roshan now. I do think that they know it's there though. They smoked up, so Morphling is the only one that they see, I think. Otherwise it would be a bit of a weird smoke. At least Sand King is smoked. And will be able to Burrow Strike and Epicenter in if he wants to. In the meantime, the top tower is getting pushed by Epidemic. They want to go for this tower. And Morphling picks up the Aegis. That's no surprise. Epidemic still wants to go for this though. They're a bit hesitant, waiting for the creep wave. The tower is on full HP, so they need quite a bit of damage to make this happen. It would be 3 versus 5 if they were diving this. Creep wave is gone now though. Power shot helped there a lot there. Tower ticking, doing a little bit of damage on Mirana. I don't think they want to chase this, but that they're there is already something. Power shot's going through again just to check who's there. I think they know that everybody of Epidemic is there. We haven't seen a Ravage yet, have we? Pipe is up. They want to go for this. Creep wave is there. Aegis is, or EMP is there. Leshrac is gonna go down probably after he's back. There we go. Tidehunter doing his Ravage, getting Leshrac in it. Epicenter is on his way. Burrow Strike in. Morphling killing the Enchantress off, getting the last hit on that. And looks like Tidehunter is on the run, with Razor supporting him, backing him off. That's only the Enchantress and the last Shrek dying 1 for 1. Quite an even trade, I have to say too. Mirana using her ultimate to help everybody get away, and she will be able to do just that. Burrow Strike is going off though. They know she's there. She doesn't have. There we go. She's back up. She doesn't have a teleport anymore. She will be able to be spotted. Sand King is there. She's not able to get away. She will just die. Burrow Strike to finish off. Killing spree for the Sand King. Nice, I think, semi-blind Burrow Strike for the Sand King there. I wonder if you actually hear the sound there from the teleport, because I think you might actually do that. In the meantime, we see Razor pushing down this middle tower versus Shrek being there to defend it. He will actually try to get to chase him off. Don't know if that's the right thing to do. He's gonna back off anyway. And yeah, it looks like TTB wants to push down this tier 2 tower. Leshrac is not there to help with this edict. But yeah, right clicks will be enough for now. Fortification is gonna be on. Razor continues to farm on the middle lane, and Leshrac continues to defend on the middle lane. We're gonna see an impetus arrow missing from the Enchantress, and after getting the tower, they just back off. They don't want to force this fight, especially not with Leshrac not there. Even though they do know that the Ravage is not on cooldown right now. Or is on cooldown right now. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mirana having a Mantis Tower complete. We saw the Mirana on the first game too, where she got a lot of farm and she actually managed to turn the game around with 2 rapiers. Yes, 2 rapiers in the entire game. Mirana only had 1 though. Don't worry. We saw something being bought. Yeah, there we go. Blink Dagger on the Sand King. So yeah, I wonder if she's going to be able to get that farm up again this game. If she'll be able to do so, that would be quite powerful. I just need to take a sip of water. So you're going to follow the invoker in the meantime. So, every team back to farming. Yeah, I think... well, we saw this in the first game too. It was a 74-minute game, so be warned. Where both teams were just super careful. Not trying to get caught out, not getting caught out, and just farming until they could find a mistake of the enemy team to go in and push. I'm wondering if they're gonna try, or if both teams are planning to do the same thing again. We see ultimate orb on the Windrunner, almost having completed a Linkosphere. I think yeah, there we go. Morphling should have his Linkosphere complete. Also has a Yasha already, so we'll only need a couple. Well. It's going for a Mantis Style probably also, and only needs a little bit of gold extra for the ultimate orb, as in a little bit. I mean like 1100 gold. It's a little bit. For Morphling that's a little bit. He farms that pretty fast. He already has 200 gold more than when we last clicked him. Enchantress is farming the forest. Ooh, Burst Cycle. Oh, it's an ad for Enchantress. Oh, I got all excited there. Shame. But they know that they're there now. I have to say, this is what I meant. There is no wards up for Epidemic at the moment. None at all. We saw Enchantress sending her ad towards the Roshan Pit, or at least towards the river. But yeah, they don't have any wards. And they don't have any solid support to get those wards. Tidehunter is the support. He has Observer ward.
Wait up.
Oh, it's illusion. Yeah. There we go. Did she actually convert to illusion? I think she did, didn't she? Yeah, she did. Definitely did. Always nice to have
Illusion.
a enchanted illusion. Mirana's gonna see if she can farm something on the bottom lane. Everybody knows where she is though. They have the ward there. See Morphling farming even more. He has 1k gold more already. Won't find any creeps there. Enchantress has already cleared out the forest, so this board will probably prevent that creep. Maybe not from stacking. We don't know. Looks like TTB wants to push in on this tier 2 tower. They're waiting for everybody to be there. Everybody is there. Ravage is off cooldown again. They might want to take this a bit harder. We probably will see Edict soon. EMP is there though. Nah, not doing that much. I don't think... Oh, we see a different build actually. Full Vex so far, and only one an Exort. So that's a different build than we've seen in the previous 2 games. We'll see how this will go. If they want to go for this, they're just waiting for the creep wave. There it is. We haven't seen an edict up still, but if he's gonna be putting an edict up now, they'll probably kill off the tower. Oh, they want to catch out the Enchantress in the meantime, though they have a ward there, so they saw her coming. I didn't, but Morphling getting blasted on that shackle shot on Tidehunter doesn't latch. EMP is there once again, and I don't think that hit on Morphling. Morphling who's stuck in 3s now, but yeah, he will be able to waveform out again shortly. And then it's once again waiting for the next creep wave. You would almost think that there was a lag pause, but everybody is just standing still.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, Mirana is pushing down the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. She managed to do so. Actually, didn't get the last hit of that, which is quite surprising since she was there by himself. But oh well, the whole team got the gold. It's something. And yeah. That was a tier 2 tower. There's only one tier 2 tower left up. They probably go for that next. Look at the wards that are up for the Dire at the moment. They have a sentry ward here. They have a ward there. You have a sentry ward again here, and a sentry ward again here. Some heavy warding going off, and of course observer ward there. Yeah, that's some heavy warding going off. Mirana in the meantime killed off the Windrunner in the river. We see a stun strike being there too, and the gush and everything. And the Radiance wards, they have one ward. That ward is there, so it's something. It's not where you'd want the ward to be if you were being pushed in your base. But at least it's a ward, so I can't say that there's no wards in it. Let's see if I missed some extra items. Well, I didn't miss a smoke at least. Morphling teleporting towards the copy is not smoked anymore.
Double damage.
But does have the smoke, or on the Sand King and the Shadow Demon. They want to try to catch out these two. Looks like Calculus is in a little bit of trouble too. First, he has a double. No, he's been leeching, or his damage is being lead. Mirana killing him with a double damage rune. Disruption is going to be off on the Mirana, while Razor is being finished off by the Morphling super fast. Mirana leaped away, but got turned into the chicken from the side of the Vice from the Windrunner. Uses her ulti and her BKB to be able to get away, and she will just be able to do so, changing directions instantly. Never mind, there's a sentry ward up. Oh, that sentry ward. Invisibility rune is there. I don't think anybody's going to pick it up. Nope. They didn't see it, I think. They're gonna try to push in now. They have 50 seconds without the Mirana. And 20 seconds still without the Razor, but will still be up by the time they reach the base, I believe. But they do have a creep wave. They force out a couple of teleports, or at least one from the Tidehunter, while Enchantress is getting killed off on the bottom lane by Leshrac. And Leshrac, he will be killed off by Tulux here with his Invoker. Or will he? No, he might not. Stun's gonna go off. Nova is there. Oh, he does He did die, but yeah, so did Invoker. So nice job there. And this tier 3 tower is taking a lot of damage with only Razor and and Tidehunter to be there to defend it. And that was an overextension from the Enchantress and the Invoker. They should have known that. Well, they should have teleported back when they had the chance, not trying to go for the Leshrac. And yeah, that was just very fast barracks. There was nothing that they didn't get contested. Oh, they lost Leshrac as a distracting maneuver on the middle lane, but got 2 kills there. So very nice play. And yeah, I'm quite surprised that there wasn't more to it than just killing off the barracks and backing off. This is like a walk in the park. But such heavy warding still. I'm still quite impressed. Who's the warding person? It's gonna be Buller. He's being heavily warding the whole game. Still has 2 sentry wards. He's not getting anything else besides the bracer and the boots. He doesn't need anything else. In the meantime, Roshan is back up, and both teams know that. We saw an arrow hitting on Roshan, so everybody knows that it's there. Taking a lot of damage already, and I don't think it's gonna be that contested that well. Some creeps of Enchantress checking out who's there. There they are. They just died, but they know it's there. Windrunner got a blink dagger. Some unusual items here, and yeah, Gush doesn't work because Lincoln Sphere is there. It looked like Razor's taking over the kill from or the damage on the Roshan. Shadow Poison is there to be annoying should anyone try to get close. Sun is gonna go off on the Roshan once again. Mirana ultimate goes off, but there is a sentry ward, so everybody will be able to see everybody. Tornado's gonna go off. Only hits the Shrek, who is on his way out. EMP hits, stun hits on the Tidehunter. Pipe is up, Epicenter is there. A lot of damage being done. Morphling finishing off the Enchantress. And it looks like, yeah, Tidehunter gonna go down very fast. A lot of damage coming out from the Nova. Double kill for Morphling, double kill over Leshrac. The only one getting away was Murano, managed to leap out. GG is being called. And that's TTB taking the win here. So that's 2-for-1. TTB taking the win and going towards the semi-finals, facing up U-Boat in the semi-finals. U-Boat now called Kita Gaming, by the way, because they got picked up by Kita Gaming as their sponsor. So nice play from both teams, I have to say, because the first game was very very long, very interesting, and at that game the win was taken by Epidemic. Gonna see everybody disconnect and hopefully see this tower going down fast and directly the Ancient. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Everybody already disconnected. Just so you know, 14k gold advantage. Didn't see that in a long time, but it was obvious that the advantage was towards the TTB with 20 to 9 kills. So TTB gonna face up U-Boat / Kita Gaming in the semi-finals, and I'm gonna be there for that too, probably. So stay tuned. And I'm gonna do that as first.